Hey, good morning, everyone. How's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you with another episode, Coffee with Coach, on this awesome Friday morning. Hope you're up, doing well, got the mind in the right place, but if not, let's get it in the right place. So, going through my normal routines as always, switching things up a little bit. Clicked on a new video today. A lot of times, recently, I've been just kind of staying with the same book and the same audio. And today, for whatever reason, I was like, let me just click on this, see what it's about, because it says TD Jakes and Les Brown. So if you don't know who TD Jakes and Les Brown is, you should. You can just put in TD Jakes and Les Brown in the YouTube, and then a lot of their motivational, inspirational stuff will come up. Morning, Laro. And anyways, the title of the video is Overcome Any Obstacle. All right. And then it says Best Motivational Video from TD Jakes and Les Brown. So it's a compilation of like these two individuals, you know, saying certain things. And so it's kind of all over the place, but it has a lot of good things in this. It's like an 8-minute video. And one of the things that really caught my attention that I wanted to share, especially because, you know, I have an individual that I'm working with constantly on their mindset. They just don't seem like they can grab a hold of their mind yet, and it's all over the place, and they're just, it's really hard to get through to them to keep the good stuff in their mind and not allow the bad stuff in there. There's a lot of bad stuff in there, and just kind of struggling with trying to, you know, yank all those weeds out of their mind, so to speak, you know. So one of the things that Les Brown says in this video is, you know, life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over. Okay, let me read that back. Once you stop fighting, okay, for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over. Okay, now that's some deep stuff right there, because it's just basically, like I said yesterday, if you caught yesterday's episode, I think 3 days ago was be unreasonable, okay, and then yesterday was be stubborn, okay, be unreasonable, and then be stubborn, okay. Now I got be unreasonable from the Grant Cardone book, okay, that's right here on my desk, okay, and then I got do the work, okay. So be unreasonable came out of 10X, the Grant Cardone book, and then be stubborn was out of this book, Do the Work, okay? Two different authors, two different books, two different whatever, kind of saying the same thing. And then I'm listening to this video, and it's the same thing. Like, life is a fight for territory. If you don't stop fighting for what you don't want will automatically take over. It's basically saying the same thing, but it's coming from a different person. It's all the same thing. And that's why I'm doing these videos every day. If you are not constantly feeding your mind with this kind of stuff every single day, all day, okay, things are just going to take over, man. It's just weeds. Like, I got really big into, you know, my yard work and flowers and shrubs and plants and all this other stuff. And, you know, it's a trip how, like, weeds will just pop up. And I'm not, like, trying to plant weeds. I'm not trying to nurture and feed weeds. I'm trying to feed the other stuff, but weeds just pop up, and it makes my flower bed that I'm looking at over here ugly, and the yard and everything else. So I'm constantly pulling weeds. And so that's basically what your mind is doing, man. Like, if you are not every single day fighting for what you want, okay, being stubborn, being unreasonable with your health, okay, and your physical activity and your mindset, the people that you have around you, things that you're listening to, what you don't want to be there will take over. And I just come down really hard with this stuff, because, like, even last night in class, okay, it was a small class last night. So for those that came to class last night, before class, like a little after class started, someone was in class, they made a comment, and basically they were complaining about life. And you know, I showed them a picture of one of the guys that trains under us. He's not doing well. He had a stroke. There's a picture of him in the hospital bed with all kind of tubes, and his head's all wrapped up, and his wife's laying in the bed with him. And I'm like, whatever you're going through isn't as bad as this guy here. Okay, it is not as bad as this guy here. This guy, I'm sure, would love to trade places with your little baby problem that you have going on right now in your life. Not saying that it's not like legit, but if you showed up to jiu-jitsu class and you're walking around in 2 feet and you're going through about your day, this guy's unconscious in the hospital bed. Okay, your little problem that you're going through is nowhere near this guy's problem. This guy's been in the hospital for a month. He's unconscious, and I told this individual, and I told the class, I'm sure Ted would love to go take his wife out to dinner, play with his 2 kids, got a son and a daughter, but he can't. He cannot do that. Because why? Because he's in the hospital bed, he's unconscious, and he's got tubes running in and out of his body, his head's all wrapped, it's just crazy looking, all right? And I feel bad for the guy. But then I got this other individual that's crying about little stuff. And it's like, man, you're in jiu-jitsu class. Like, what are you crying about? Like, what are you really, allowing yourself to get so bad about that this guy over here has got it so much worse? And normally, like I told the class last night, you always hear that phrase, like someone's got it, there's always someone that has it worse off than you. But most of the time, a lot of the times, you really don't know anyone that's got it that bad worse than you or whatever. And in this case, we do. We have like someone that we know that's close to us that's really not in a good place. And every day we're checking for updates, and there's really nothing coming out. I haven't seen an update in like over a week, that's not good, because there was updates coming out, kind of daily. And then I got this other individual, man, that's just walking through life is okay. Okay, everyone has problems. And I asked the class last night, like, who's all going through something? And then like most of the class raised their hand. We all are. Everyone that's watching this, you guys are all going through some kind of something. And but if you are not constantly on a day-to-day basis throughout your day fighting for the things that you want to have, okay, then what you don't want will take over. It's this fight for territory. It's this scrap every single day. It's this war in your mind. It's this war in life. It's just this constant battle of things that are just coming to get you and put things in your way or whatever to stop you from where you're trying to get to. And a lot of people will stop. A lot of people will just sit down and cry. And like I told the class last night, like, it's okay to cry. Once you cry, though, what are you going to do after that? Okay? Once you wipe the tears, you're going to cry some more and not get things done, lay on the couch, sit in the dark, not do anything? Or are we going to wipe the tears away and then get up and take action and try to fix whatever it is that needs to be fixed, And, some people just, don't seem like they have a lot of fight in them. And if you don't fight for what you don't want to be there will only get worse. Okay, what's already happening to you is only going to get worse if you don't basically stand back up, put your dukes up, put your back against the wall and get back to scrapping, man. It's every day is a scrap. Every day is a fight. Every day is a battle. It's a war. It's a constant thing. And it could be against someone, okay? It could be, against something, or it can be just like you versus you in your mind, in your own way. And like this individual I'm referring to, they are in their own way every day. They're in their own way. If they just got out of their way, life would be so much better. It's not anyone else in their way. It's them. It's that individuals, that one person is in their own way, okay? So if that's you, get out of your way, okay? Get out of your own way and allow good things to happen to you by taking the necessary steps and the right actions to do that. And how do you do that? Again, like I talk about, first thing, exercise, all right? Go for a walk, go for a run, go for a lift, go do something physical, okay? Get a workout and get a little sweat in. Like as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm taking off and I'm hitting 3 miles, and then I'm going to jiu-jitsu class and I'm getting rounds in, okay? Like that's how I start the morning. Well, I gotta walk my dogs too, but it's physical activity. Taking care of your body inside and out, eating right, eating the right foods and the right stuff, letting go of the sodas and all the other stuff that you know that isn't good for you, okay? And those that make excuses, that's what it is. It's just making excuses. You know you can do better and eat better and feel better, then why don't you just do it, okay? But a lot of people are stubborn. They want to stay that way. Fine, be that way. But there's consequences for that. And then there's reading the right things. Every day it's listening to this stuff. And I'll play it for you.
Just worried about about stuff that hadn't happened up under threat. And life is a threat. It's full of threats. Life is a fight for territory. And once you start fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over.
Every day. Every day it's stuff like this. Every single day, all day long. Okay, so it's really, really hard to not that I don't get down or I don't feel certain ways, but I'm not there for very long. I'm not there for very long because I can't, because when I listen to stuff like this. All right, guys, so I'm just trying to share stuff with you guys here so that you guys can get just, if you're in this spot, you're in this place where you don't want to be, you can get out. It's just you got to take the necessary steps to do that. And if you're just laying on the couch and you're not doing anything and woe is me and life sucks and life isn't fair and when's it going to be my turn? And man, you got to make it your turn. You have to make it your turn. And how do you make it your turn? By doing all the right things. All the right things. Every single day, the right things. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave it there because I'm already running way behind. But life's a fight for territory, man. A territory in your mind and the territory around you. Be very protective of what you allow in, people in, things in your mind, things in your body. Everything matters. It's a fight for territory. And the second that you let your guard down and stop the fight, everything that you don't want comes in. So this stuff here, man, is just powerful stuff. Be stubborn, be unreasonable. And, man, get those W's, man, and stop making excuses. All right, guys, have a great day. Have a great weekend. Stop playing around. Let's get after it. Let's go. See you next time.